Good morning, student. I hope you are safe and healthy at home and you are practicing the all chapters. Now, we in previous lecture we already started the ratio of proportion and we completed 4.2 there, and I already introduced you the operation on equal ratios. Some properties are there to solve the equal ratios, and here the properties are given. Now I will explain one by one to you. You have to listen here now. If A by B is equal to C by D, it means two ratios are equal. Here two ratios are equal. Then A, B, C, D are said to be in proportion. This is called as proportion. If two ratios are equal, then the quantities in that ratio, they are called as they are in proportion. Okay. Now the A by B is equal to C by D. Then you can say that A by C is equal to B by D also. Okay. Means if these two are equal, then you can say these two are also equal. This property is called as alternando. This property is called as alternando. Okay, this is first property. This is called as first property, alternando. Right, this is alternando. You can use this property. If it is given A by B is equal to C by D, then you can write A by C is equal to B by C. Means you have to transfer the B to place C and C to place B. Okay, then also these two ratios are equal, and this property is called as alternando. Okay, now second property, if A by B is equal to C by D it is given, then you can write that B by A is equal to D by C also. Okay, means if A by B is equal to C by D, then B by A is equal to D by C. This ratio is also equal. If these two ratios are equal, then these two ratios are also equal in this case. Okay, and this is called as invertendo. This is called as invertendo property. This is called as invertendo property. Okay, means you have to inverse the numerator to denominator and denominator to numerator. Then also the ratio is same. So it is called as invertendo. Okay, now the third property, if A by B is equal to C by D, then A plus B by B is equal to C plus D by D. Okay, this is also correct. Okay, if A by B is equal to C by D, then you can write A plus B by B is equal to C plus D by D, and this property is called as componendo. This property is called as componendo. Okay, right. Now the third property, that is if A by B is equal to C by D it is given, then you can write A minus B by B is equal to C minus D by D. This ratio is also equal if A by B is equal to C by D. Then okay, so this property is called as dividendo property. Means in componendo, the addition of numerator plus denominator by denominator is equal to numerator plus denominator by denominator, and in dividendo, the subtraction of numerator minus denominator upon denominator is equal to subtraction of numerator minus denominator upon denominator. Okay, so this property is called as dividendo. Now see the last property, that is if A by B is equal to C by D, then you can write that A plus B by A minus B is equal to C plus D by C minus D. Means when we combine these two, componendo and dividendo, if you divide A plus B by B divided by, now the last property, see A by B is equal to C by D, then you can write A plus B by A minus B is equal to C plus D by C minus D. This property you get when we divide this componendo property by dividendo property, then you get the componendo dividend. This property is called as componendo dividendo. Okay, shortly you can write compo dividendo property. Okay, this is last property. You can use these 5 properties to solve the sums in 4.3. Okay, now I will explain with an example. Now here only we can write A by B is equal to C by D, but if we taken the another ratio here, 3 by 2 is equal to 6 by 4. Okay, these two ratios are equal, then by this property you can say that 3 by 6 is equal to 2 by 4 also. See, 3 ones are 3, 3 2s are 6, 1 by 2, and here 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. 1 by 2 is equal to 1 by 2. Okay, means these two ratios are also equal. If 3 by 2 is equal to 6 by 4, then 3 by 6 is equal to 2 by 4 is equal. Okay. Similarly, you can confirm all these properties, that 4 properties: invertendo, componendo, and dividendo, and componendo dividendo also. Okay. So by using this, you can solve the other questions related to 4.3. Now see, come to the next 4. Now come to practice set 4.3. See 4.3. Now question number 1 is if a by b is equal to 7 by 3. A by b is equal to 7 by 3, then find the values. First value you have to find out, that is 5a plus 3b upon 5a minus 3b, and second you have to solve that 2a square plus 3b square upon 2a square minus 3b square. First we have to solve these two, afterwards I will continue the next, third one and fourth one. Okay, see how to solve here. First, what is given? A by b is equal to 7 by 3 is given. So first you write down a by b is equal to 7 by 3. It is given to you, right? Now what we have to find out? 5a plus 3b, means here a is given but we want 5a, so you have to multiply the a by 5, and you want 3b, means you have to multiply b by 3. Means first you have to multiply the right hand side by 5 by 3. Okay, so first you have to multiply 5 by 3 to right hand side, a by b, and similarly here 7 by 3 you have to multiply by same number, that is 5 by 3. Both side you have to multiply by same number. Okay, then you get 5a upon 3b is equal to 7 5s are 35 upon 3 3s are 9. Okay, now you get 5a by 3b is equal to 35 by 9. Now see here, this is a plus b and a minus b, means here it is you use the componendo dividendo. What is the componendo dividendo? See, a plus b by a minus b is equal to c plus d by c minus d. This is the property componendo dividendo, and here the same property is there. So to get this, you have to use the componendo dividendo property to this ratio by componendo dividendo. In short, I write componendo dividendo. So here 5a plus 3b upon 5a minus 3b. Similar property you have to use to right hand side also. Okay, left hand side and right hand side. That is 35 plus 9 upon 35 minus 9. So you get 5a plus 3b upon 5a minus 3b is equal to 35 plus 9. It is 44, right? And 35 minus 9, it is 26. So again here 44 and 26 is divisible by 2. So you can write 5a plus 3b upon 5a minus 3b is equal to 22 by 13. When we divide both by 2, then you get 22 by 13. This is your final answer. You get the value of 5a plus 3b, 5a minus 3b is equal to 22 by 13. This is question number 1. Now you come to question number 2. See here, in question number 2, 2a square plus 3b square upon 2a square minus 3b square you have to find out. But here what is given? Given is a by b is equal to 7 by 3. So you write first a by b is equal to 7 by 3. It is given. Okay, but we want 2a square. First you take the square of both sides, then you get a square and b square. So when we squaring both sides, you get a square by b square is equal to 7 square it is 49 and 3 square it is 9, right? By squaring both side. By squaring both side. So see, a square by b square is equal to 49 by 9 you get. Now you want 2a square and 3b square. Means you have to multiply a square by 2 and b square by 3. It means you have to multiply both side by 2 by 3. So first you multiply 2 by 3 into a square by b square. The same number you have to multiply to right hand side also. It means 2 by 3 into 49 by 9. Right? Then you get 2a square by 3b square is equal to, see, 49 2s are 98 upon 9 3s are 27, right? So now see again here a plus b, a minus b property is there. It means this property is again you have to use, means that is componendo dividendo. So write down here by componendo dividendo, compo dividendo. So you get 2a square plus 3b square upon 2a square minus 3b square is equal to 98 plus 27 upon 98 minus 27, right? So you get 2a square plus 3b square upon 2a square minus 3b square is equal to, now 98 plus 27, it is 125 upon 98 minus 27. 8 minus 7 1, 9 minus 2 7. It is, the final answer is 125 by 71. So in this way you can find out the value of 2a square plus 3b square divided by 2a square minus 3b square. Now come to the next question, that is third question. Now here the same given, that is if a by b is equal to 7 by 3, then you have to find out the third and fourth. See here, the third question you have to find out the value of a cube minus b cube upon b cube, and fourth question is 7a plus 9b upon 7a minus 9b. So first what is given? Given is a by b is equal to 7 by 3. The same value is given. Now you want a cube and b cube, means you have to cube both the side. Okay, so then cubing both the side, a cube by b cube is equal to 7 cube by 3 cube. Okay, so a cube by b cube is equal to 7 cube. See, 49 into 7, 9 7s are 63, 6, 28 plus 6, 34, so 343 by 3 cube means 27. Okay, so what we want, a cube minus b cube, which property is there? Here it is dividendo, subtraction is there, so you can use the dividendo. By dividendo a cube minus b cube upon b cube is equal to 343 minus 27 upon 27. So then what we get? See, a cube minus b cube by b cube is equal to, see, 13 minus 7 6, and here 3 minus 2 1, and here 3 upon 27. Okay, so a cube minus b cube upon b cube is equal to 316 upon 27, right? If these two are divisible by any number, you can divide, otherwise you can keep same. Okay, so this is the answer. So third answer. Now similarly you can find out the answer of 7a plus 9b upon 7a minus 9b. Okay, means you have to multiply a by 7 and multiply b by 9, then you get 7a by 9b is equal to See, 7 sevens are 49, 9 threes are 27. Okay, and afterwards you can apply the property, that is componendo dividendo, and you can get the answer. In this way you can find out the given values, right? So we will stop here now, and in next lecture we continue the next question. Okay, this is first question, you have to practice this question. Afterwards we will start the next question, right? The fourth question, this is, you have to solve this question. The answer is 38 is to 11, means 38 by 11. The final answer is 38 by 11. You have to find out the answer, and the answer is 38 by 11. Okay, this is your final answer. You can find out the answer, right? So we will stop here now. Thank you.